Text Modifications, Part 1. Welcome to Stalkit Tutorials. In this video, as well as the next one, I'm going to show you what text modifications and other things you can do with the data you scraped. Some of the things we will go through are cleaning text, splitting things like addresses and names, removing duplicates. For this, I'm going to use some data I've scraped from Google Maps. This data includes names, contact data, and Google rating and reviews count of businesses from Oklahoma. Let's start from the Columns panel, where you can easily decide what columns you want to export. You can see here all the columns I've set up for this scraper to collect, as well as some default ones. Once you export the data, these settings will be automatically saved, or you can just click on the Save button. Now, let's add some modification rules in order to clean the Reviews column and keep only the number of reviews. Without the extra text, clean also the category and split the address into city, state, and zip code. I'll start with the easier one and will remove the text after the numbers. I'll select the Reviews column from the list and enter Google Reviews into the first input, and we'll keep the other parameter empty because I don't want to replace it with anything. As you can see when I scroll down, that it removed everything. But when there is only one review, the text will be Google Review and not Google Reviews, so I will add another rule to remove this one as well. Now you can see I removed everything and left only with the numbers. A faster way to do the same thing is instead of using the replace option, I will this time select the split from left. This will split the text according to the character I put in the first parameter and take the X result counting from left and start from 0. So in this case, I'll split the text by space character and we'll want to take only the first element from the left, so we'll put 0 in the second parameter. After I save and refresh, you can see I'm left again only with the numbers. I can do the same and split the text, but this time take the item order counting from the right. We will use it when splitting the address. Second thing I want to do is clean the category text. I would like to remove the location from this text and to leave only the Google category text. I can do this in two ways as well. One way will be to replace the first word after the category, which is in, and is appearing in all of the rows with some sort of separator, and then split the text by this separator. I will select the category column this time from the drop-down list, and in the first parameter I will add the in text, but will surround it with space before and space after in order to be sure I'm not accidentally taking part of the category text as well. I will replace it with a semicolon. Then I will add another rule and will split this column from the left by the semicolon and again take the 0 index element. Let's save and see if it worked. It looks like it worked okay. The same thing I could do by using regular expressions. Regular expressions are text templates used by coders to find and replace specific text formats like dates, phone numbers, emails. Once again, I'll select the category column, and this time, instead of entering regular text into the parameter field, I will enter regular expression. This expression tells the code to search for the same in text as we did before, but remove everything from there till the end of the text. So we basically did it in a rule instead of two. There are some great websites to find ready regular expressions according to your needs and other sources to learn how to create a regular expression yourself. Last thing I would like to do here is take the address and split the city, state, and zip code from it. Basically, what I want to do is turn this one column into 4 columns. I could have set up the scraper to collect the same address field into 4 different columns and then add some rules on each of the columns. But I also have an option in the text modification to duplicate columns. Let's click on the menu button and then on the duplicate column option. We will see a pop-up with 2 input fields where I need to select what column I would like to duplicate and what the new column name will be. Let's select the address column and call the new column City. As you can see, it added one more column to the preview, named City, and contains the same data the address field has. Let's do these 2 more times for the state and zip code fields. Now, we need to set up rules in order to separate the data from the other text. I'll start with the zip code, and since it will always be the last text, I will simply add a new rule and will split the text by the space character, only this time I will choose split from the right, and in order to take the first element, I would put 0 in the second parameter. For the state, I can do basically the same thing, only this time I will take the second element when splitting by space from the right instead of the first one. So I'll add one more rule. The last field I want to extract is the city. For this, I would like to use the same split method and use it on the parts separated by comma. If you look at the address format, you can guess I can theoretically split it from the left or from the right, but the problem with splitting it from the left, sometimes the city will be the second element, and sometimes it will be the third one, but from the right, it will always be the second element. Now, if I export the data, you can see I'll have all the address parts in separate columns that I can use and filter in Excel. Last thing I want to show you in this video is how to remove duplicates. Many times you will scrape search results from different search terms, for example, and we'll want to remove duplicates when the scraper is done. You can simply do it by clicking on the menu button and remove duplicate options. It will open a pop-up where you can select by what fields you want to remove duplicates. If you want, for example, to keep only one branch of each company, you can select to remove them only by the company name. Or, if you want to keep every branch, you can remove duplicates by name and address. That's it for this video. On the next video, I'm going to show you 2 more options you have in the text modification screen, connecting between different tables and applying the modification rules on DB.